Hello? Hola. Imagine being stress free. I burn calories with that shit. Yeah, and your fucking lifespan. Stupid. Like, da 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 da. Late again, are we? And the sun rises and sets. So I made it to live stream finally. Welcome. My favorite Twitch stream is good work. Thank you. How are we feeling? Honestly, not great, but the show must go on. This is my first stream. Welcome in. Yeah, I was doing okay this morning, and then like I got hit with a wave of like shitty, like around like 3. So, but I didn't want to stream today because I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm gonna be home, um, hours and hours away from here, because I need to go home for doctor's appointments. Because you need to at least see them once a year in person for them to legally see you as a. When did you say you're going tomorrow? What up? I'm waiting not to safe side of town for fried chicken. I mean, if you're getting fried chicken and then the safe side of town, it's probably gonna be ass. Respectfully, I mean, I'm just saying. Press submit on my thing twice. So okay, I'll remember that. I remember that. How are you guys doing? Good, bad? Recovering from the flu. I'll be forgetting that that shit still exists. I'm not gonna lie. Margaret's be like, I swear to God, like COVID was such the PR for COVID was crazy. Like I dead forget the flu exists sometimes. I accidentally woke up at 3, like PM or AM. I'm tweaking a little bit. Yo, no one's doing good? The fuck? Like, what the? Yo, God, come, we gotta have some. I haven't slept over 24 hours. Bitch, go to bed. What? 24 hours of sleep was amazing. I'm doing good because of fried chicken. I was sick at the airport. Oh, on God, I'm not sleeping if I'm sick at the airport either. When I received just like heart damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I believe that. I think the longest I ever slept was probably a month straight. That's literally not possible, but okay. Like, unless you're in a fucking coma. I'm never hungry. It's weird. So I went a week with no food, just drinking shit. You would also probably be dead. Unless you had like a ton of fucking fat on your body and you drank a ton of water. Otherwise, you'd probably be dead too. Why are y'all just coming here just lying about shit? The fuck? I slept for a whole month. I ain't eat food for a week. Like, okay, bitch, and I'm a billionaire and pregnant. The fuck? Like, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Bro, human body go 2 to 3 weeks without food. Good, actually. Human body can go on for 3 days. The human body can only go on 2 to 3 weeks without food if you are sufficiently hydrated enough and have enough fucking fat on your body for it to consume itself for energy stores. But if you don't have enough fat on your body, you then start consuming your muscles. They atrophy. Your organs can atrophy, and you can die. Either way, regardless of if you're fat or not eating for 3 weeks is not good. Doesn't matter. Organs can atrophy? Well, yeah. Do y'all have like biology? Hope you're doing well. I hope you can sleep soon. I didn't know that was a muscle thing. Well, you're forgetting that muscles, a lot of organs are also like technically just muscles. Like your heart is literally just a muscle. If your brain atrophies, it's called like dementia. That's why when you get older, it's important you like do shit and stay intellectually stimulated so your brain doesn't like tap the fuck out. I guess it doesn't atrophy in the sense of like muscles or other things in your body, but if you're not using it properly, it will deteriorate as well. That's why old people that have a lot of hobbies are very active and do a lot of shit normally don't get dementia as much as people who like sit and watch TV all the time. I mean, aren't I know medical shit? You sound very, no offense, but you sound very uneducated on medical shit from half the shit you've said, in my opinion. But hey, girls, you having Twitch channels nowadays? No, on God, there are. I've seen some. I appreciate the vintage baddies. You know what? That's what I'm gonna start calling old people. I'm gonna start calling them vintage. Then you a vintage baddie. I think that's a little nicer than decrepits. I think the word decrepit is so funny. What song is this called? Newsflash by Jesse. Where am I Alzheimer's though? I mean, like, there's also like a genetic component for like Alzheimer's versus like just regular dementia. I don't know what the difference is. Like, you can be more predisposed to get it, but my grandpa, who just sat in front of a TV and did fucking nothing, got like dementia. And my grandma, who's like has like 7 hobbies and is like doing shit all the time, is like completely fine. Thanks for the Chat GPT answer. Just because you can survive doing something doesn't mean it's a good idea. I'm just saying. That was my whole point. I remember one time I did volunteering hours for a neuro student organization and we made crap pieces for people at Alzheimer's Center. Like, my grandpa with Alzheimer's is funny because he just leaks classified government secrets to me. Like, it's in like the format of like a story time. So, kind of lit, honestly. He just be saying shit. For those that are missing context, he was in the FBI. But he'll just start saying shit. One time he said something, I Googled it, and I was like, oh, this is not public record. like, he definitely was supposed to tell me this. I said my grandma tried to leave the house repeatedly. I mean, my grandpa tried to do that too. One time I tried to like bait him into telling me classified shit, and then like sometimes, see, the thing is, my grandpa's like Alzheimer's isn't like that bad. It'd be like, it's like a gamble when it activates. It's like a sleeper agent. So when he's competent, I tried to ask him about classified stuff, and he was like, "Why would I tell you that? The fuck?" But then sometimes he just be forgetting and just starts talking. I kind of want to know the secrets now. I'm not gonna tell y'all shit. Yeah, let me say something on my Twitch live stream that could get me fucking thrown in, you know, prison. Fuck that. Then moments of clarity, moments of tweaking out, you just gotta figure out which one is there. No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Wait, I don't even know what Parkinson's is. I've heard of it, but like, what is it? Is that like when you're fucking, like, your muscles give up? Oh, this just sounds like MS if it had like a giga buffed version. See, if I get that, just like fucking sedate me. Like, I want to be high as shit on ketamine. Like, I don't want to know what the fuck's happening. Respectfully. Like, just fucking juice me the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna be confused either way. So at least make me confused and happy rather than confused and like miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have a written thing before I get too far gone that says that. Like, just fucking juice my shit, bro. Like, actually, just juice my shit. Cannabis has been proven to help with the shaking. It does relax your muscles, so. Give me the best meal of my life and then put me down. Well, if you're not gonna kill me, like, juice me up. You know what I'm saying? If you are gonna kill me, fucking do it. I've lived a life of chronic pain. I don't need fucking some other shit on top of that when I'm like 80. Like, just fucking, I want to tap out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do. Like, I got enough issues. Just kick me the fuck out. Kick me out of life. Bro, guys, today I tried to do my fucking taxes. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you. Bro, tell me why my CPA changed our fucking, the portal she uses. And like now they do like coaching. I'm like, what happened? Like, no, my CPA website don't even look the same anymore. Like, what you mean you coaching classes and shit and like you do business management on top of taxes? Like, can you just do my fucking like, can you do my 1099, bitch? Like, I don't need all this extra shit. I don't need all this extra shit. Okay, I thought you had 1 million. You thought I had 1 million what? Yo, Bex, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm Chilean, so my favorite meal is Spanish. I also love fajitas with rice, not tortillas. They had 1 million subs on what? Twitch? Yo, you gotta pay for subs on Twitch. Fuck that. No, I don't got 1 million of nothing. You know, I appreciate you believing in me that much, though. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. On YouTube? No, I got a quarter million. $1 million feels impossible. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could probably get there eventually. Maybe I'm crazy. But like, I don't think it's that impossible. Get some incense and wave it around. I don't believe in that shit. Incense is crazy. Like, what did I miss? Low key, like not shit. He rejected the rich girl, didn't he? The rich girl just gifted me 10 subs. I'm still locked in type shit. If the rich girl's actually not lying, you know? If they're dead ass, fuck it. Oh shit. Fly me out and pay me X amount a month. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. I don't care. I'll do it. Listen, I have a lot of medical problems and health issues. If I can get a consistent income for doing literally nothing but being like a good personality to someone, I'll fucking take that shit. Shit. Oh, they even a 25 gifted. See? I'm like selling my soul to Christ. Yo, but if you have cartel connections, please leave me the fuck alone. No. Like, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Like, actually, though, because, like, I do not want anything to do with that. Like, you got that if you do. You know, more power to you. Me personally, I just don't have the bandwidth for all that, okay? I'm too pussy for that, okay? I'm more of like a soft boy, you know? I can't gang bang, and I definitely can't, you know, cartel bang, okay? All right? Okay. Next thing you know, you're gonna come in here and be like, yeah, my grandmother's Griselda Blanco. Like, fuck no, don't be no. I swear to God, if there's some shit like that, leave me the fuck out of it. Leave me the fuck out of it. Yeah, Griselda Blanco, my grandmother. Like, yo. Jinx, thank you for the prime. Those that know who Griselda Blanco is, she is like the grandmother of like all cartels ever. Like, that bitch is like the dawn of the existence of the Colombian cocaine trade. I'm serious, bro. Like, she invented that shit, quite literally. Like, all her kids are dead too. Except her one son that somehow ended up on a reality TV show about ex-cartel members, which like seems like a really dumb idea. No, you know, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that shit? Like, you gonna advertise that you publicly on tele? That seemed kind of crazy, but what, you know, whatever. Shout out to them. Wasn't there a show, man? I heard based on that one actress. Yeah, there was. This is why I never tell my people about my dad's side of the family. But did your dad's side of the family in the cartel? You can't just say that shit and not elaborate. This is why I don't tell people about my mafia connections. Like, what? Why shouldn't call Griselda a bitch? I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm using it with respect. Like, she is that bitch. She's the HBIC. She's the dawn of dawns. But also, she's dead, I'm pretty sure. I don't think her family is really involved in that shit anymore. I think they all died, and her only existing son is kind of out of it now. My cousin and grandfather in the cartel. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. We stop going to Mexico tomorrow. Oh, have fun. Have fun. Yeah, if that's what you do, that's fine. I just don't want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm not built for that life. I'm built for whatever the fuck this is, being an internet funny man. What are we doing today? We're reading chat's dating stories. I'm just like waking up. My streamer brain. My family isn't. You're funny. That's good. He's turning woke. How am I turning woke? What did I do? Oh, like I'm waking up? What the fuck? Texas is sad and cold today. Will you remember when you're at 1 million subs on YouTube? I'm going to be honest with you. Like, probably not. You know, I'm going to switch up my day ones. If you're in here every day, like if you're one of the regs, like I probably will remember you. But if you hear like once in a blue moon, like fuck no. There's gonna be too many of y'all motherfuckers at that point. I ain't even gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, I remember you. Like, probably the fuck not. But if someone like, you know, I don't know, like Kate was like, you gonna remember me? Like, yeah, probably. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hear every day and you've been in like 3-4 videos, like, duh. Just remember the people pre-Quinn hiatus? I mean, yeah, we had a whole stream where like we went down memory lane, bro. Y'all not remember that shit? The one girl that was like stalking me and shit. Like, I remember that shit. Remember me? Nah, you gonna be the first one I switch up on, Ryan. I'm gonna unmod you, unfriend you, block, ban you. Like, on God, first one I'm switching up on. Yeah. You're gonna be the day one I switch up on first. Actually, no. Brandon gonna be, you're gonna be the second one. Brandon's gonna be the first. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, no, Brandon get blocked this shit first. I'm not sure, can I at least be fourth? Sure. Loki even attracts some crazy when it comes to parasocial. I mean, anyone that's like overly parasocial is kind of a crazy though. You like really think about it. But where was I going with this? Anyone watching was crazy in some way. Yeah. You know what? I was gonna fight it, but I'm not gonna fight it. You right. You right. You right. You right. Y'all all got issues. Are you this funny when you're off streaming? I like to think so. Listen, every time I go to my physical therapist's office, they laugh the whole time, okay? Even the other patients in there be laughing. I'm like their little comedian. I'm not, thing is, I'm not even trying to be funny in there. I'm just dead ass, like, being myself. The pity laugh, no, they're like belly laughing. Like it's not fake. Like, that's the thing. Cause like I'm half the time I'm like, oh, that was that funny shit. I didn't even know. Like today, I think something that made them laugh really hard was like one of them. Okay, my physical therapist does this thing where when he's like making you do some very hard exercise, he'll look at you and he'll be like, are you having fun? Having too much fun, are we? And he was doing that to some new girl. And I was like, yeah, he says this to everyone. I was like, I literally said, I was like, he would literally waterboard you and be like, do you like swimming? Like I said that. And then everyone in the office started laughing their ass off. Quinn, have you only had one relationship, if I can ask? I've had 3. It is funny. I know it's funny. I know it's funny. I said the water boiling thing, and everyone in the room was dying laughing. All three of them motherfuckers. Three, yes, I had 3 relationships. My first girlfriend in high school. 3 seems a bit high for you. You asked me the fucking question, I answered it. Now you telling me I'm lying to you? I ain't say they were like years long. I'm just saying there were 3 of them motherfuckers. I've gone on a lot of dinner dates. I don't even know how many first dates I've been on. Oh my fucking God, I don't even know. If I had to guess, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm like a first date whore. Like, it's bad. Like, I don't do anything on the first date except get dinner, but I'm just saying like I'm like a first date whore. Like, it's bad. I would say I've probably been on like I feel like I've probably been on like somewhere around like 50 first dates in my life. Or at least I think under 50, but like 50 is like the most I can just say. I would say anywhere from like 30 to 50. I've been on so many first dates, I don't even remember half the people I've been on first dates on. You pass yourself around like a blunt. That's crazy. Okay, well, like getting dinner with someone is not like what's bad about that? It's just a conversation. It's not like I'm going to their house and doing shit the first date. Fuck no. You could be a serial killer. I don't trust you. How long do you spend talking before getting dinner? Like, not long at all. Why the fuck am I wasting my time? I'm not gonna be someone's pen pal. Like, I don't do that. I got too much shit going on. I'm not gonna text you for like a month before I fucking see you. Like, no. It's you get a week out of me max, and if we don't have a plan after a week, it's a wrap. I'm done with you. Like, let's be adults. Like, you have at least a fucking hour in your week to talk to somebody, and if you don't, you have like fucking issues with follow through. You're really bad with time management. You don't know how to prioritize your tasks, or you're not that interested anyways. And if you have any of those traits, I don't want you in my life regardless, because those are not problems I really have. The time management, I'd say a little bit, but it's not really my fault. Like, I have a fucking disease. So most of my failed talking stage become mutuals or friends. I mean, I've had a few do that, but normally it's like I never see you again. I have all those. You're not helping your case. Are you paying on the dates? I mean, it kind of depends. I'm a firm believer of whoever asks is paying. Or like you just split it. Like, I don't really care about splitting it either. Or I'll like sometimes I've paid too. Like, I don't really care. In my opinion, if you care about who pays on a first date, that's a red flag. Like, if you expect the other person to pay, that's a red flag. You should always be willing to go half. And if you're not, then I think you have like some mentality where you think you're some prize that you're not. Like, bitch, we're 2 human beings. Be fucking serious. I'm sorry. Like, if I really like the person and I want to like, do a good gesture, I'll pay, but But like most of the time, I just go half. But people that like act like offended if you ask to split, I'm like, get over yourself, bro. Like actually get over yourself. It's the most mind-numbing, brain damaged conversation ever. Like especially in like the modern age. Like what are we doing? Everyone got a job. You got a job. I got a job. I pay bills. You pay bills. Like, come on. How's your nose? I mean, it's fine. It just bleeds randomly. I feel like split unless the other person offers. I mean, yeah. If I enjoy the conversation, I pay. If not, it's half and half. I feel like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way, but I also, even if I do enjoy the conversation, I am fine splitting too. But it's like, if I don't want the person to be like, I don't know, some people take it if you, at least as a guy, if you don't pay, they're like, oh, they didn't like it that much. But I also feel like that's kind of stupid. Like, you know, I feel like if you're judging, I think it's fucked up though if you let the other person pay and you don't want to see them again. I think that's fucked up. If you're like, if you have the other person pay for you and before they pay, you already know in your mind you're not going to see them again. Like that's dead ass crazy. Like, I'm sorry. I just want to tell anything. There's no hard feelings in it if it doesn't click. Imagine paying bills. Is this like tax evasion? No, Brandon just wants some point to be contrarian on so he can bait an argument or a response out of me that is odd. Sometimes they insist to pay. I mean, if they're insistent, then fucking by all means. But if the other person's like, you want to go half, I'm always like, sure. Fire, honestly. Glad you brought that up. All right, I'm gonna go pee and then we're gonna start reading dating stories. Yippee. Loki's scared to read my story. I feel like he gonna judge me. Yeah, I am. The fuck? You think I'm gonna just read it and be like, fuck no. I'm gonna judge the fuck out of you. That's why we're here. Hello? You're not gonna take it for the tier 1. Thank you. I'm gonna do the intro if y'all wanna say hi, YouTube. Hi. Hola. Wait, maybe I should get more water, actually. Hold on. 1 second. All right, hey. What's good, YouTube? Today, I'm going to be reading my viewers' dating horror stories. That's right, because some of y'all get bitches. Somehow. I mean, listen, I'm as surprised as you are, okay? And we're going to read the weird, interesting, horrible, horrendous things that have happened. And as usual, this video was recorded live on Twitch. If you guys want to join in on the shenanigans live, don't forget to check out the Twitch streams. I go live every day at 6 p.m. Central. And join the Discord to participate in future stream events like this. Let's get started. All right. I'm going to do the outro now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, because I make new videos every week. Also, join the Twitch streams. I go live every day at 6 p.m. Central. That way you can be in this lovely chat over here hanging out with all of us. And as always, have yourself a damn good one. All right, let me pull up the stories. God, there's 118 of these. Jesus Christ. I'm not reading all of these. So if I don't get to yours, tough shit. I'm not sorry. Listen, I'm really not if I don't get to yours, okay? All right, let me hold on. How do I make it where they stop accepting responses? Isn't there normally like a tick option for that? Accepting responses not? Where the fuck is that? Whatever. What fucking whatever. Well, where it normally is, it's not there. Is why I'm confused. But all right, hey. His name was Quinn Bennett, and he really stunk. Okay, like no, go fuck yourself, bro. Like no, like we just loaded in, bro. Like what do you mean? What do you mean? I went on a date with my crush. She brought her sister, and they tried to stab me because of allegations her ex caused. I don't know, the fact that you like not really like elaborating much makes me feel like maybe the allegations were like low key true. I'm just saying, like, you ain't say the allegations were wrong. Okay, you just said you almost got stabbed over, but you didn't just prove them or nothing. I mean, I'm just super saying, like, the fact that you didn't say much is it's a little bit suspicious in my opinion. I mean, I'm just saying. He cheated on me with his girl best friend that was 15. Were you 15? Like, what? Like, was he 16 or 25? Like, you know, that's kind of a difference. Like, y'all can't just be saying shit like this and not elaborating. Like, what do you mean? Like, hello? He was Drake part 2. Okay. He'd make me play Fortnite with his friends, but I enjoyed actually talking to them. He'd accuse me of cheating. He ended up cheating on me in the end. Yo, it's always the motherfuckers that accuse you of cheating that are doing the cheating, bro. I'm telling you. If someone is randomly, like, for no reason, bro, no reason, they just suddenly think you're cheating, and there's, like, literally no reason for it. You're not acting different. You're not hiding anything. Nothing changed. You didn't do anything suspicious. Like, if you did something that can be perceived a little bit weird way, okay. They were cheating on their previous relationship, okay. If none of that happened and they just suddenly accuse you of cheating, it's because they realized it was so easy for them to get away with it that now they're like, oh my God, if I got away with that, they can easily get away with it. And then they start being all suspicious. But it's actually because they cheated. Whole time it's because they cheated. I'm just saying. They cheated. If I didn't answer me spam message with I'll just go, I thought we had something, but it was pure imagination. If you would just spam, if someone had the audacity to spam message me, I'll just go when I didn't answer them, I'd just be like, where? Like, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, like I know that's not what they mean, but like, you got me fucked up. I'll just go. Like, bitch, where? Like, where are you going? Where? The fuck? When I started dating my now girlfriend, she was my brother's friend. We off to a rough start with this one. No. Cause like, why are you doing that? Why are you mixing business and pleasure? Why you mixing family lineages? And we were at the parks and I was sitting on the ground like a teenager and my brother pushed her onto me and my brother jumped on us. He was much younger and started chanting kiss, knowing we aren't allowed to, and push our heads together. And we were young, like barely teens, and he pushed our heads together. Girl, what in the, like, I mean, word? That ain't even a horror story. That's just like middle school, bro. Back in 2020, I was with a guy who was 18 plus, and I said I was 14 to 15. Okay, so you were groomed. Word. I had no idea it was bad because I was stupid. And holy shit, this shit was crazy, dog. He said was a girl, and I believe that. He was dating a few other girls too, including me. He said he was a girl. I'm confused. Okay, the English ain't making sense either. Are you sure you're not still 15? Like, what's happening? No, 15-year-olds can type better than this. Until he DM'd me one day and said that if he could trust me with a secret, I said yes, and he told me he was actually a guy. I was with him until I told him that I was 9 because I wanted to break up with him. He also kicked me and banned me out of his server after, so it low-key worked. Listen, guys. Listen, guys. So I'm going to say this, and this is going to upset some people, but I truly believe it with my heart of hearts. Don't find the love of your life in a public Discord server. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, that shit is a fucking horrible idea. Okay? Truly. True, because like I've heard like 76,000 stories like this. Okay, I'm just saying, like please stop finding your little boo things on Discord. Okay, it's not. Listen, if y'all like ERP and do kitten and matching icons, it's not gonna last. All right, I'm letting you know. Real relationships like that, they don't exist. Okay. Listen, if you become friends with someone on Discord and over the year, you know, over an extended period of time, you develop feelings, that's a little bit different. If you're like, yeah, if you want some like e-dating shit though, there's e-dating and then there's online dating. Okay, they're very different. All right, a lot of people get this confused and think it's the same thing. By definition, technically they're the same thing. In practice, very fucking different. E-daters will have matching Discord names, profile pictures, icons, and it'll end up like this. Okay, people that actually date, but they're long distance or it's online, they're like normal individuals, and they just like have, you know, a girlfriend or a boyfriend and like a couple of stayed over. All right. Okay, very different. All right. Okay. But if you're like chronically dating people on Discord, like that is a problem. Okay, I'm just saying, like the Discord daters, y'all need to stop. Okay. Hashtag make Discord about gaming again. The time I was out for dinner with my boyfriend and I was being sassy toward him as a joke, all of a sudden the waitress comes over and she's like, "You should be nicer to your dad. He's buying you dinner." The boyfriend in question was 5 years older than me. She said, "You look decrepit, honey. You look old. Those muscles about to start atrophying. Damn, that Alzheimer's coming in early, ain't it?" Oh. Was he like was he like a rough 5 years older? Like did he actually look like old? Because some people 25 and look 37. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it happens. You got bad skin, you got, you know, you're out in the sun without sunscreen, you got wrinkles, like, I'm just saying. My ex at one point in the relationship was mad at me for talking to my friends, so I broke up with her and she found all my socials, which I blocked her on everything just for her to add me on Roblox so she could have contact with me. You wanna know what I've heard, bro? This ain't the weirdest thing. I've heard people like that get blocked on everything and then they start like sending money to their exes through like Cash App to try to talk to them. Like they'll like send like $5 just to send like a little message. They're blocked on everything else, or they'll like Zelle you money with like a little message attached or something, or like they'll Venmo you money with like a message attached. And I'm like, bro, if you gotta pay them to speak to them, like what are we doing, bro? No, what are we doing? Like what the fuck are we doing? Like fuck out of here. At that point, just like talk to an OnlyFans model or like hire a escort. Shit. They'll at least make the money worth it, okay? Because your ex is just going to block you on Venmo after you send them the money anyways. Back when I was in 6th grade. Okay. I'm good. Don't care anymore. I dated a girl for an entire month and a half, broke things off after we had too many fights. She used ChatGPT to break things off with me. Yo, I feel like people nowadays are going to use ChatGPT to flirt on dating apps. I'm also 21 and she's 30 for some context, I guess, and it was long distance. After the fact, I found out she lived with her soon-to-be ex-wife. She said it was her roommate. She also went to jail before too, don't remember for what, and she wanted to move to my city and even tried to apply to my university nearby. Oh, and this girl was trying to get with random women behind my back, even though she asked me to be her girlfriend. Like, she also told some mutual friends she committed fraud. I heard through the grapevine she's in jail now, at least. Okay, I have a question. Like, how many red flags do you need to ignore before I am allowed to just call you a fucking idiot? Because, like, what the fuck do you mean? She lived with another girl that was her ex-wife. They went to jail before. She told some of your mutual friends she committed fraud. Y'all got hella, you went in hella fights. Like, I know red flags are a little green when you're stupid, but you're colorblind, not stupid. Like, you are like colorblind. Like, your brain can't even process. What the fuck do you mean all this shit happened? And you were like, nah, but like she there for me though. You wanna know what's not there for you? Your brain, your prefrontal cortex, okay? Your rational thinking, all right? Logic, sense, IQ points. There's a lot of stuff that's not there for you that should be aside from this bitch, okay? I'm just saying. So, you know, like, this is like trying to convince your mom that like dating a felon is a good idea. Like, are we like, come on now. Yo, DC Lights, thank you for the 2 months. I'm omnisexual, so I date any gender. I've never heard of this a day in my life, but type shit. I was dating a girl named, wait, yeah, what the fuck? Why, what happened to pants? Is that not the same? You know what? You got that. I was dating a girl named Maddie and she was overly questioning. She asked things about me like what I'm scared of, my blood type, and my sensible spots, but I brushed it off. Okay, if she asked your blood type, she might just be East Asian. Like, you know, it might not be that crazy. My sensible spots. Then one day in the middle of the night, I woke up from noises in my kitchen. Since I have common sense, I locked my door and called my older brother since he's a police officer. Turns out Maddie got jealous. I was talking to others and wanted to do things to me that night to make me regret it. My brother found her with a metal bat, ropes, and she had drugs in her pockets. She was high in a yandere. I swear to God, I started to have thrust issues because of her. So the bitch broke into your house. Shit, I'd have thrust issues too. Okay, but also, why were you talking to other people? I'm confused. You like, she was mad, but like I low-key cheated though. Like, did you like were you talking to people platonically or were you like actually cheating? Like, was there a reason she was bugging? Because like, listen, I'm with her if she was bugging because you were talking to people. I'm not really with the drugs, the bat, and the rope, but I'm with the feeling, not the action. That's crazy. This is more of a horror story for my friend, but I was there. But me, my guy friend, and his friend, and my friend. Okay, bro, we need to start coming up with fake names. What do you mean you, your friend, his friend, and my friend? Bitch, what the fuck? Hello? We went to the mall while both of our friends were shopping. He told me to come meet me at his car. I thought he just wanted to make out. I know, I'm naive. Next thing I know, he rips my shorts off. You can guess what happened. So then after that, I go all in and tell my friends, obviously, but they had to ride in the backseat where it happened. Then while we were driving back, I had a blanket over me and he started touching me while both of our friends were in the back seat. I've also been touched in a car by another ex while his mom was driving. So you fucked in your car, then had your friends sit on top of your punani juices and his ET finger secretions. And then while he was driving, he had one hand off the wheel and one hand on your kitty meow meow, and probably could have like killed someone on the road because he wanted to play with your punani. And then you're also telling me that someone else did that to you while his mom was driving. So what I'm hearing is you said you're naive, but you were okay with it. And then you did this repeat activity multiple times. Like maybe you can be like, hey, like, let's not do this now. You like thoughts? Like y'all don't have a house. You don't have a bedroom. You don't have like a private space. Like I could never imagine being this down bad. I'm sorry. Like me personally, like I'm just saying, like, what do you mean you doing the deed in the same room with someone's mom? Like there's levels to this shit and you're at a level 10. Like, let's get it the fuck together. Okay. Like the mom was in the car. His mom. Your mother-in-law, if this thing's progressed, was in the motor vehicle. You got that. And you definitely got a diagnosis that should come your way soon. I'm unsure if this was consensual or not. They said after that, I go all in. That implies that they were into it and participated. The act was consensual. The circumstances were just a little bit questionable. And then they also said they did this again with someone else. Like, y'all motherfucker, like, this ain't even a red flag. This is just like, why are you telling me this? Like, who asked? I said dating horror stories, not, yeah. We went, and then I got on my hands and knees and then his mom was in the front seat and in the car while, and like, it was crazy, bro. And then I saw all these, like, these juices go like, while he was like, bro, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of my submissions. When I first started talking with him, he knew this girl and she had a boyfriend, but she got pissed when she found out he was talking to a girl and playing games with her. So we got together. He still talked to her and he would buy her stuff whenever. Okay, there's no punctuation in this and I'm pissed off already. Next. On, like, how is that whole thing one sentence? Like, fuck you. One of my dating horror stories was actually just now. I got a friend request from a guy on Discord. Oh my God. You know what I found out recently? Sorry, I'll get back to this. So people, like, literally, I'm not even kidding, will date this way, okay? They will send anonymous quick ads on Snapchat, send pictures to each other, and start talking stages with them. Like, I met a grown person the other day explain this to me, like in their 20s. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? What? No. What the fuck are we doing? Like, you're playing Snapchat roulette with motherfuckers? Like, are you, like, come on now, bro. Like, just get on Hinge or something normal. Like, the fuck? No, like, that's actually crazy. I'm sorry. I cannot get behind that. Like, you a little weird if you do that, respectfully. Actually, no. Disrespectfully. Like, how you gonna send a picture of your ugly ass talking about, hey, what you look like? Let's talk. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Like, fuck off, bro. Nah. I got a friend request from a guy in Discord and we started talking and getting to know each other. Then he began to develop feelings for me. So he put in a lot of effort in gaining my trust because I told him about my ex. I swear every Discord relationship is like the same copy paste Wattpad story. On God, one of them always has some bad ex. They have trust issues. It's like random on Discord. They kind of convince you to trust them. They then betray you. Then you have more trust issues. And then you go back to dating more questionable men on Discord and wondering why nothing is changing. After 8 months of dating, I got a message from his account saying, hey, I'm his cousin. Your boyfriend's in the hospital. Obviously, I was worried and I actually believed him. Oh, yeah, I've heard this too a lot. Yep. After his cousin told me he got released, I got a message saying, hey, it's still his cousin. I forgot to give him his phone back and I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. In the same place, in the same time, my boyfriend told me that he was going on vacation. So I put 2 and 2 together. Then he started posting stories of himself in the said vacation and ghosted me ever since. Mind you that it's a long distance relationship from 2 continents and I wanted to move to his country. I paid for an exam to get into a university there and 2 days before, yeah, he did that. We broke up indirectly because he ghosted me, which is funny because he was the one who wanted the relationship and put any effort to gain my trust. Like, I swear to God, you could chat GPT like Discord dating, e-dating story. And like, I swear this would be like 1 of 50 responses. You know, at least he ghosted you before you moved though. I'm just saying, like, he did you a solid with that shit. But you moving country for someone you met on Discord is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. Me personally, if you not like close by or like you're like giga rich and can like afford to fly me to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, wherever the fuck you want, I'm not dating you if you're like giga far away like this and I barely know you. What the fuck? Hell no. One time I met with someone to do the hoo-ha and her hamster died on the ground next to the bed while we were doing it. According to her, the hamster had gone missing for months and decided to appear that specific day at that specific moment. I literally met the girl like 2 weeks ahead. These motherfuckers be dying for no reason, bro. The aftermath, lots of it's okay, it's not your fault, you didn't realize. So did you crush the hamster while y'all were like fucking or... was it just dead on the ground? Like, did you kill the motherfucker? It's okay, it's not your fault. Like, that implies that you crushed that motherfucker. So while you were pounding her, you were also pounding her hamster to the afterlife. You pounded that motherfucker so hard the hamster died too. Shit. Listen. You jackhammered the fuck out of that hamster. No foreplay, no condom, no lube. You just fucking raw dog that motherfucker straight to hell. Oh, you fucked up for that. Oh, God, you fucked up for that. Oh, God. Oh. Who needs a STD when you can kill her pet? You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Okay, so in 2024, this girl liked me. I didn't really like her, but it was kind of a situationship in her eyes. We would flirt a lot, but I didn't know I was flirting. I was generally slow. I don't know why. Anyway, so she asked me out, and then I said no, and she said she would like something so bad. Okay, listen, already like the grammar's off. Like, if you can't type a coherent paragraph, I'm not reading your shit anyways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dating in general is horror. We should all be single because dating is too much work. You know what? Type shit. I'm with you. I dated this guy online at first. He was the sweetest person, so I ended up leaving my parents' home, which is in New York City, to move to North California or North Carolina. Joe, I'm not gonna lie. Listen. People that meet people on the internet and then move in with them immediately are insane to me. No. Like, oh God, I need to be in like a separate living situation in the same area as you for a little bit first. What do you mean? I'm moving in with you off rip. We never even spent a city. Like, if we've never even lived near each other and we're going from fucking nothing to like the same place, like that's crazy to me. Like, no, that's actually crazy. Unless you're a billionaire, in which case, fuck it. You know, I'll do a lot of things. You know, the more money, the more red flags I allow. You know what I'm saying? But this is not the case. Okay, y'all both probably like average salary earners. Like, you know, like, what the fuck is this? Stop doing this shit. It was good until me and him got in a car accident 2 weeks after moving there. So we went through the pain together. But while we was in the hospital, he started to be distant towards me, and come to find out he was cheating on me. Plus, a couple months after that, he continued to do it, taking all the money while I was working, and he was hurting me and forced me to do things I didn't want to do. But long story short, I ended up moving back in New York, and I'm in a healthy relationship. See, this is why you don't move in with strangers. Because listen, people online can be hella different. Like, you know how easy it is to be fake online? Like, not really dating, but I liked a guy. But a guy like confessed to me once. Hold on. Not really dating, but a guy I like confessed to me once. Literally just as I was right about to accept him, I got a message from my ex-best friend saying the guy apparently told her all the bad things I said about her, which were true, but that's out of topic. But I confronted him, and it was his excuse was I was trying to get you guys close again. Okay. Yo, nah, your dating horror story is he called me mommy. You like, what do you mean, mommy? I'm a young, supple woman. Yeah, he might as well have just called you Gertrude at that point. Like, he might as well have just called you decrepit Darcy. You know what I'm saying? You might have said you vintage. He called me mommy is so crazy. No, because like, what do you mean? Like, what you mean we're in our 20s and we're calling each other mommy and daddy? Like, fuck out of here, bro. No, like, what do you mean? If someone called me daddy, I would look at them dead in the face and be like, what are we doing? Like, no, like, what are we doing, bro? Like, we gotta at least be in our 30s before you pull that shit out. Fuck out of here. Oh, okay. Online dating horror story. Let's go. So after this, I promised myself never to date online again. So I was on Tinder and I found a guy who was in my region. At the time, I was 18 and he claimed to be 20. So yeah, we matched and we started talking. After like 2 months, we decided to meet. Damn. Okay. When we did meet at the location, he looked like his photo, but kind of a little younger. But I said, okay, and I'll give him a chance. I feel like people normally don't look younger than their pictures. That's very okay. While on the date, he revealed that he wasn't actually 20, but he had just turned like something. Okay, why did you lie about that? He said, oh, because I thought you wouldn't date me if we were the same age. Like, blank. But I forgave him and we continued to talk for 3 more months. During those 3 months, we started getting more comfortable in sharing what we were into, if you get what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. Like, yeah, you about to be like, what you into? Bondage and BDSM. I understand you a little bit weird. Okay, type shit. But this dude was into weird stuff. What the fuck was that? See, I knew it was about to be like that. I'm not talking like feet or getting... I'm not talking like feet. He was into getting doo-dooed on. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, okay. Okay, we got a Dubai prince in this motherfucker. Don't know why, but I decided okay. Hold on. So he told you he likes to get shit on, and you were like, okay. Huh? I mean, I guess if you don't have to do it, then that's fine, but it's like, I decided, okay, I'm going to push that aside and deal with the normal things he's into. So we're hanging out one night, just chilling and watching TikTok, when he suddenly looked at me and said, do you want to try something? I said, try what? This man looked at me dead in the eyes and said, remember how I said I liked being shat on? I literally just sat there staring at him, not knowing what to say. And after I nodded, he gently started begging for me to do it. I said no because that was weird. And he started crying, holding my hands, begging. So I blocked him and never spoke to him again. Okay, first of all, if someone's like, I'm into this, and you're like, I'm not, and then you're like expecting them not to bring it up again, you're stupid. But what you mean? He said, yeah, can you shit on me? You said no, and then he started crying? He started crying because you wouldn't defecate on him. Like, he shed real tears because you would not engage in the fecal freak off together. Like, real tears. If someone cried because I wouldn't poop on them, I actually think I would laugh. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie. I think I would be the most heartless bitch on God's green earth, okay? I think I would literally, like, I would channel my inner demons, okay? Like, I think I would be the worst person of all of society. I think I would be the most psychopathic maniac on the planet in that moment. Like, what do you mean you gonna cry to me on your hands and knees? I just really want you to poop on me. Like, what the fuck? No. Absolutely the fuck not. No. You better than me. Oh, God, I would have laughed my ass off. What? Come on, let's be so serious. I went on a date years ago with this guy because he was very funny and cute. Let's just say we hit it off so well despite it being our first date. I remember it was around this time of the month we decided to head off to my place. Very risky choice, I admit, but I was just very needy. And we spent the whole night just talking and drinking until it was like 3 a.m. and we finally started with the freaky stuff. Let's just say the dude was probably so out of his mind that he passed out before he could even reach the O. But the horror part in this is that I couldn't even push him away because he was too heavy for me. So I just stayed in that position with him above me for at least an hour and a half. When he woke up, he started panicking for some reason. And the first thing he said was, can we continue what we were doing later? I just started Ramadan. That did not end how I thought it was gonna end. Bro, I was like, bro, passed out before. No, that was God. That was God putting his ass to sleep. That was God being like, you are sinning. No, not him being like, while he's on top of you naked. Hey, yo, we gotta call it a quits. I just started Ramadan. It's past midnight. That is fucking diabolical, bro. That's fucking diabolical. Like, no, that's actually... Listen, of every single direction I thought this story was gonna take, this is not where the fuck I thought it was going. Like, there is not a single ounce of me that even... Expected it to go this way. He even said, can we continue later? He's like, yeah, let me schedule a time slot after Ramadan. Like, the fuck? I met this girl at a birthday party and we started talking for a few weeks. Nothing weird at first, just normal texting and hanging out. But then she started getting really attached. Like she wanted to know where I was every hour. And if I didn't reply, she said voice notes, crying or laughing for no reason. Okay. She gonna murder you, bro. I'm just saying, she gonna break into your house. She's gonna steal your car. Like something's gonna happen. So I told her I needed space and stopped talking to her, and she didn't answer for a few days, which honestly felt like a relief until one night my friend called me asking why my girlfriend was posting pictures of me sleeping. What the fuck? I told him she wasn't my girlfriend, so he sent me the account and my heart dropped because it was her and the photos were from inside my room. Different nights, different clothes and angles from the corner near my closet, from my desk, places where no one can take pictures unless they were actually inside. And while I was looking at the post, I heard something fall behind me, like a small knock from my closet. I slowly opened it thinking it may be a box slipped, but taped to the inside of the door was a photo of me sleeping from the night before with a note that said, "You shouldn't have told me to stay away. I live here now." I called the police and they eventually found her. You see how earlier when I said she was getting attached and crying that she was gonna like break into your house and steal your car? Like I told you. No, I told you, bro. If someone listen. First of all, get a restraining order. Second of all, anyone that's overly attached in the beginning of a relationship to that extent where they're emotionally distraught when you don't reply to them, cut them off. Like before they even get to that point. Bro, because like those people are some of the most unstable individuals ever. Like, I'm telling you, I've never heard of a single story in dating where if a person is like 100% invested on the first date to this degree, it doesn't end fucking horribly with them being like insane. Okay. Like some people don't know how to deal with their feelings. And so they do crazy shit like this. So if they're overly attached and already are like unable to manage their feelings when they think they have you, imagine how they handle them when they think they don't. Hell fucking no, bro. What do you mean? No, that's creepy as fuck. Okay, a Roblox? No. All right, this seems more normal. So I went on a first date with this dude I met on Tinder. Mistake number one. I asked him on the date and set the itinerary with his input. This is important. So we meet up downtown, have crepes for lunch, and then walk to a museum. Okay, wait, that kind of sounds like a very fancy, like European ass date. We. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of fire. We get there. I tried talking to him about the science stuff in the museum and not a single interesting comment or his own opinion. We move further into the museum, still nothing. Whenever we hold on. Whatever. So we leave and go across the street to the planetarium. His suggestion. We watched the show. I tried talking to him during the show and tried to get to know him. Absolutely nothing. Show ends, we leave. We are now on to the actual nightmare. We sit down on some benches and just talk for a while. At the time, neither of us had cars, so his ride shows up first, and bro was like, "Give me a kiss before I leave." I straight up tell him I don't kiss on the first date. Instead of taking no for an answer, he made his ride wait until I gave in. He texted me after saying the date was amazing. I blocked him so fast. What? Like, how are you going to be an NPC on a date? Like, how are you going to be a background character and then expect main character treatment? Like, bro said nothing, did nothing, contributed nothing, and was like, yeah, but I still deserve a kiss, though. Like, you deserve for this date to be ended, like, 2 hours prior. The fuck? No, I hate people like that, bro. You go on a date with them and it's like I would rather hear my own echo off of a fucking wall than speak to you. Because like you're giving me nothing. Like a white wall that I'm screaming at with reverb would be more amusing to me than your dumbass just sitting there. Truly. Like I would rather talk to my schizophrenia voices than fucking you. Cause at least they gonna say and make up some interesting ass shit, okay? I'm just saying, you are giving me fucking nothing. Like, what? I hate people like that. Like, if a whiteboard is more entertaining than you, that's a problem, okay? Especially if you suggested or liked the plans. And some people are like, oh, there was no chemistry. It's like, yeah, because you did nothing. You actually did nothing. So once I was playing Gorilla Tag in VR in 2024 and I met this guy, let's call Keto/Vox because that's his online name. Little did I know he would find out my info during our relationship. He once said, if we ever break up, I'm doxing you. I'm so scared. He also tracks people, so that's great. You met someone playing Gorilla Tag in VR chat and you want me to like and you thought this was a good like come on now. Like, listen, if there's one thing that's worse than a Discord relationship, it's a VR chat relationship. I'm just saying. The people in VR chat aren't real humans, bro. I'm telling you. Those are like, they're science experiments. My ex had DID and one of her alters took over as the front for me, as the front for a little bit since the alter liked me too. When the main personality, my ex, started fronting again, she took it as me cheating on her when I didn't know it was the alter pretending to be her. She broke up with me and we then got back together a day after and kept on dating on for a year and a half. How's she gonna be mad at you that you like the other part of her? I mean, listen, maybe in the mind of a DID person, it feels like cheating, but like, bitch, that's still you. Like, no. Like, let's be honest. That's still you. It's just a different part of you. It's like a separate emotion of you manifested as like a different person. Because all DID is it's like when your brain fragments into different alters to suit different purposes and needs because you couldn't consciously handle whatever was actually happening in your life at the time that was too traumatic. So your brain like splits off as a way to like deal with it. So technically it's like another version of you that is meant to serve another purpose. So there's normally one that's like a protector. There's normally one that's like more of like a childlike character. There's normally one that's a little bit more positive, one that's a little bit more negative. It just kind of depends. But they're all like, at least in my opinion, they're all, each alter has like a very specific purpose. But it's not like a complete encapsulation of like a human being. Like most people have like multiple goals, multiple things they want to do. I feel like with alters, it's normally like there's very, it's more of like a single thing per each, because like each one serves a purpose. So it's like a there's like a pie chart, and like each pie is like a different motivation or emotion that like manifests into a human personality. Like that's kind of how it works. But also, like, how can you be mad at someone when like dead ass? How are they supposed to know? That is a very interesting scenario to be in, though. Like on like that is kind of fascinating. But like, I feel like if I had DID, I would want someone to like me and all of my alters too, bro. Like, wouldn't that be better? That means you're gonna be taken care of no matter who is fronting at the moment. I feel like that's actually more of a good thing. At least in my opinion. Because that means like if you're ever in a situation where like a different alter has a different need, because normally they do, you're able to, the person's able to deal with it. Because some alters, like I said, like some are like regressed mentally. Like I'm not saying this to be rude. Like I mean, like some of them are like they're like the brain of an 8-year-old. Like because that's when whatever trauma occurred. So that's part of your brain that's like segmented and separated is like stays that age. Deity is very fascinating to me, but I just think the fact that the brain can do that is crazy. Like I don't know. Mine probably isn't as interesting as some of the other ones on here, but once I was with a guy who wanted to get engaged after 2 weeks. I told him I wasn't comfortable with it multiple times, but he kept bringing it up again and didn't seem to care if I was uncomfortable with the idea. He also could be a bit obsessive and say things like, I love you more than my life, which may seem, no, that does not seem sweet. I love you more than my life is crazy. I'm sorry. Like, no, you're unstable. Like, you're like, I'm not about to be your 13 reasons why note. Like, no. Fuck out of here. I don't want your family dead hating me for the next 30 years because I broke up with you after 2 weeks and you're dead. Mind you, we'd only been dating for 2 months and it felt a bit overwhelming. After a few months, he ended up breaking up with me because I didn't want for us to get married. Also, after we broke up, he posted a video on IG of himself playing with a cow's heart, and the caption read, when she plays with your heart, so I play with hers. What did I say, bro? People that fall really quickly are more emotionally unstable. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. If someone is in love with you, like they would like kill for you after knowing you for 2 weeks, like that's a problem. Like they have a problem. Like they're like it might seem great. They're either manipulating you and they don't have a problem. They're just a calculated individual, or they're unstable. Well, oh God, if someone posted something with a cow heart, I would be scared that like they're like a serial killer and they're gonna murder me. Like, no, am I the only one? Like, no, like, what do you mean they posted up with an animal heart? Like, that's like serial killerology 101. Like, they go for animals first. Like, what you mean you're playing with a animal heart? Like, like I would view that as like a threat, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I would view that as a threat. That's kind of creepy. Wait, so is this the one I read, or do I go to the next one? No, but is this the correct one to read, or is this the one that is incomplete, is what I'm asking? Because if you say yes, I don't know, and I'm asking you a question, it doesn't really help me. Okay. I dated a guy in high school once that got very possessive very fast. We started dating not too long before we graduated high school. So when we went on to the high school's graduation picnic together, he tried to police what we did the entire time, saying, no, I don't want to do this. I want to sit on the bench and cuddle. Meanwhile, the whole point of the picnic was to do fun activities, and I wanted to participate at the time. He then tried to pressure me to have sex in the park bathroom. Whoa. Which is just a shitty brick building I know damn well had bugs. I ended up distracting him with some food so I could get out of that uncomfortable situation. I was such a people pleaser and felt worried to say no. I told him I couldn't make his graduation party later on because of family stuff and planning my own. He said it was okay and he'd go to mine, only to no show at mine and then throw the face I couldn't make it to his in my face over text. Oh, throw the fact that I couldn't make it to his in my face over text. I broke up with him the same week. He was such an asshole. Yeah, that just sounds like some like horn dog without a brain. Now this person's saying, this is a cautionary tale about me. I am the horror. Someone you should not date. Wait, hold on. Self-awareness? Is this a copy pasta? Back in high school, I was in astronomy class. And through that is who I met, who we will call Jason. Now, before this, my sister told me how she made her friend's senior year and I should try it. She stole this guy's hoodie at their first meeting and they have been great friends ever since. I stole Jason's hoodie and taunted him about it, but he thought it meant I liked him. Now, I didn't know at the time. It was clearly obvious he was interested. I thought it was a little joke, so I took another jacket from him and was hanging out with him often. Everyone knew he liked me and they made me feel bad. Even my soccer coach knew and the team who I didn't talk to felt bad. Shortly after, I agreed to go on a date with him out of guilt. Now, this is where I become the horror. I never had a crush or an interest in anyone in my life. When people said someone was hot, I thought they meant they had a pretty face, but I never related. As soon as was set, hold on. I think this person's English is second language. As soon as I agreed, I was set with a huge feeling of regret. I made the date, catered to what I wanted to do, and it was all on his dime. When it was time for the date, I didn't really want to go. I complained about it to my family and wanted to do something else. We went and I dragged him to another thing I wanted to do after the date. We hung out, took me home while he's 2 hours in the other direction. He kept doing everything right, like walking on the outside of the sidewalk, opening the doors, just good things. But the whole time I didn't feel like anything except like I was being chained to him. We hung out on Halloween and he met my best friend and her mom and it felt good, but I felt bad. I ended it over Discord, which is bad. I know, trust me, but I couldn't even get myself to end it in person. Then I avoided him. What's worse is he has family issues and he opened up to me, so I basically was an asshole and making him feel like an asshole. I do feel bad. I was telling everyone I was okay around him and that he was cool. Then everyone was telling me that signs of liking someone. I kept finding everything about him repulsive and when they weren't at all. I found it everyone repulsing. I was told to stop being picky and just date someone, but I wasn't wrong and no one else understood. I thought I was gay, but it turned out I'm just arrow ace. I get uncomfortable when it comes to this type of thing, so I just never thought about it like anyone else. I was embarrassed to even hold his hand. So the story is, I feel bad for my ex. I'm the horror. Wait, this is honestly not that bad. Low key, I feel like you're beating yourself up too much, bro. Like, listen, just because somebody likes you doesn't mean you are obligated to like them back. Like, I know it can feel bad when they treat you right and shit, but it's like, you don't really owe them anything at the end of the day. Like, I've been in situations before where like the person like was like way too good to me. Like, I'll be honest with you, like would have probably like fucking, you know, stabbed a puppy if I asked him to, like too good to me. And I didn't really like, I just could not get myself to like them back in that way. And I fucking tried. Okay. I fucking tried. I felt brain dead. I'm like, why don't I like you? Like I should, like in my mind, I was like, everything on paper checks out. I should like you. Everything is going well. They're treating me great. Personality is something I would normally like, but whatever it is about this situation is not doing it for me. That can happen, and that's okay. You know, just because everything is fine objectively does not mean you're going to feel that way. Okay? You can't force it. You know what I'm saying? You can't force it. It's just like, it just kind of happens. So, and I mean, I wouldn't say on a first date you're going to feel anything super strong for people anyways. Like, I never have, but like, even like later down the line, like you do feel something for a little bit or whatever. Like you don't really owe anyone anything, you know? The only time ever to say it to like thug it out or like maybe consider like, you know, waiting a bit is like if you had good chemistry for like a year or 2 year relationship and then it kind of fizzles out for a period in time, which is normal. That does happen. But normally like you end up coming back together and it's fine, right? Like you have like slower periods. But if it's like you're still getting to know them, like don't beat yourself up about it, you know? Like, I mean, I know you're probably like you're ESL, and I assume you're in like a Eastern country, because I feel like normally when people that watch your ESL, they are from like East Asia. I know dating culture over there, they put a lot of pressure on women to like men who treat them correctly. Fuck that. Okay, girly pop, bitch, do your own thing. Okay. Listen, I know like it's very common society for them to shame you. Why don't you like him? He's perfect. Da-da-da. Like, you know, they're very like objective. If it checks out on paper, it should check out for you emotionally, which is just not reality. That's not the case. That's not how people work. Just because it checks out on paper doesn't mean it's going to check out for you. And maybe that worked for your fucking parents or whatever. But your parents might not even be in love for real. It might just be like working, you know? Like, that's a lot of situations too. Like, a lot of people are like, it's like, they don't actually like each other. It's just like, it just works. And so they keep up the status quo, which is like fine if that's what you want. But if that's not what you want, then you don't need it. Listen, I'll be living with my cats in a mansion and have a grand time. Melissa's J Park. My mom bought a car this one time and became close with the saleswoman of the car. Because of this, our family started to become very close, seeing each other once in a while. The salesperson had a son who was my age, and we low-key started catching feelings for one another. One thing led to another, and we kind of got a little freaky and started dating shortly after, but kept it a secret. Also, a month into the relationship, this dude was low-key getting unhealthy obsessed with me. He said that I could, quote, beat him up and throw him away, and he'd still crawl back to me. So you should throw him away then. Around 2 months into the relationship, one of my uncles passed on, and at the funeral, I saw him at the funeral. Turns out we were cousins and didn't know. Long story short, I broke up with him, but he still wanted to make things work. Pretty sure he still likes me, even though 2 years have passed, because he keeps making interesting comments every time one of our families... he keeps making very interesting comments every time our families meet, but it's low-key awkward because our families never knew that we dated. Yo, this is why you got to tell your parents who you're dating. No, I'm dead ass, bro. This is why you just got to tell them, bro. This is why you got to tell them. No, because you might be cousins. On God, you might be cousins. No, tell your parents. Listen, I know you don't want to, but like, if this person has been around, if your parents are friends and that's how you meet each other, tell your parents, because y'all might just be cousins. No, I'm serious. You met because your parents were close. Why the fuck do you think your parents are close? Maybe because they got some familial ties. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, no, that's... And you find out y'all were cousins at a funeral? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Cousin at a funeral is fucking crazy, bro. Like, nah. You was fucking in your family tree. That's crazy. Y'all were planting seeds in the same garden. And you found out when one of your older seeds died. They got down and dirty. Yes. We got a little bit freaky and started dating shortly after. Like, imagine being like, yeah, I slept with my cousin, but I didn't know until my uncle died. And I saw him at the funeral. What? No, like I would take that shit to the grave. I'm not telling anybody. Fuck out of here. I slept with my cousin, bro. Like, no. If we dated and never did anything and I found out at the funeral, sure. We did stuff. No, I'm taking that to the grave. Okay. I'm just like how my uncle died. I'm taking that with me too. Okay. We found out at a funeral. That's how you know this shit is deaded and this is a sign we should take it till our funeral too. What the fuck? No, that's crazy, bro. I'm so glad. Oh my God, half of my cousins don't even live in this country, bro. Oh God, I don't even know them type shit. Like I do not know these motherfuckers. Oh my God, thank God, bro. But like Jesus Christ. But how you grow up and not know y'all are cousins? Like, did your parents just never interact? Like, I don't understand. Like, how y'all have family gatherings after y'all dated, but not before? Like, I know I'm white, so we don't have as many cousins normally, but like, still, bro. Back after I was friends with this girl, we were both kind of quiet and we were vibing. Anyway, she asked me out on Valentine's Day to eat some food near school, and honestly, it wasn't bad. Plus, the food was fire. So we were chatting and walking around when suddenly some lady approaches us. Turns out it was her mom, and she looked pissed. Her mom started talking about how she should focus on her studies, not fooling around, and that she wouldn't get into a good college if she didn't study. And all that while I'm next to her just eating my food like a big buck. Anyways, her mom took her home and we didn't really talk much after that. But I low-key still fuck with her. So Lisa, if you're seeing this, hit me up. Nah, bro, you gotta let this shit go. This shit was back in high school. Like, yo, no. Let this shit go. Let this shit the fuck go, bro. Lisa, if you seeing this, hit me up. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nah, not the if you seeing this, hit me up. Man, nothing about my ex is TOS appropriate. Rest in peace. Well, I'm gonna skim and see if this looks interesting. Okay. This just no. Just no. That just didn't even make sense. Like, what you mean there's like 5 of y'all, there's 2 of y'all, one of y'all dating 3, the other one's dating 4, you got this, like what do y'all calling like an ace and a spade? Like, fuck out of here. Like, what okay, Socrates. Like, I don't need this poetry. He cheated on me with a man and he was homophobic. Well, I mean, listen, half of the people that are homophobic are just scared of themselves, okay? They're only scared of the gay because the gay is within them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They think if they can deny it to others, they can deny it within themselves, but that's not how it works. Because if you're really comfortable in your sexuality, you're not worried if shit is gay. Worried if shit is gay is because you've had gay thoughts and you're trying to repress them. I mean, listen, there are definitely homophobes that aren't gay. I'll be honest with you. Okay, those do exist. But I feel like a lot of the times when people are worried about everything being perceived as gay, it's because they're actually fucking gay or they've had gay thoughts and they don't want to reinforce it. And they think if they like avoid it or avoid being perceived that way, it's going to like save them from their own internal dialogue of liking men, which is like just not the case. I crushed on a guy, scared that motherfucker. Now he's a fruitcake now. I mean, he probably just never liked you to begin with, though. Or he probably just didn't like women to begin with, though. Like, you can't scare someone into being a different sexuality. I mean, well, okay, hold on. In theory, you cannot. If we're talking about like psychological trauma responses to extreme circumstances, it can happen as like a trauma response in certain scenarios. But like there has to be like prolonged abuse in that regard from a young age. And that's kind of like a different story. But like if you're just like dating someone like as like a middle schooler and like y'all break up, or you're dating someone as an adult and y'all break up and then they like, man, like that's not you. It's not you. It's only if like your like dad or like your uncle was like abusing you as a kid and like you have a weird relationship with like what you're attracted to because of that. But that's like a different thing, you know? Okay, I'll read one of these. I matched with this guy on Tinder. I'll just call him S because although he's a dick, I don't want to dox him. So basically me and S matched on Tinder in 2023. I was 21 at the time and thought it'd be a great idea. So we go out for a bit. I was a bit tight on cash for the minute. I was in university in the UK and was being careful with spending, but he takes me out to this really nice place, like a fancy, and we rack up a tab of 836 pounds plus tip plus service charge. Bitch, what the fuck were you ordering to the table? Like lobster filet mignon and like fucking like expensive bottles of wine? Where in the fuck did you go for 2 people? Like, did the place have a Michelin fucking star and a dress code? Jesus Christ. The service charge he agreed to pay before the date. Important here. He tells me he's going to the bathroom and he left his card on the table and he was gone for half an hour until I get up to look in the bathroom. And he's gone. He literally dipped. I go back to the table. The card he gave me had nothing on it. Might have been a fake. It did nada. So I had to take from my university allowance. My parents sent me to pay for this. And I never heard from him for like a week. And he got arrested for pulling the same thing and basically stealing. But all he got was a bit of time and community service. Oh, so he would ask girls to go on expensive dates, say he would pay them, and would just rob them for a free dinner. Wait, hold on. Listen. People say this all the time. Listen, men in women dominated fields. I'm just saying. My man was pulling a classic one. Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? You fucking that's like kind of an insane like scam. I'm not gonna lie. That's insane. Once he's a free man, he hits me up and we go out again. And I let him spend the night once he's broke my laptop speaker and my fridge and tore a huge hole in my sofa and dented one of my car doors. I did forgive, not gonna lie, because I was lonely as hell at the time and just wanted someone. And that was like 6 months after the first incident. So he robbed you at dinner. Then you let him spend the night, break your laptop speaker, fridge, and break a hole in your sofa and dent one of your car doors. Skip to about 4 months. My mother passed away and it was a traumatic and stuff, and she died in front of me and I felt really emotionally lonely and all. So during the funeral, I made him promise to be there for me. The guy that robbed you and broke your shit, you wanted him to console you when your mom died? Bitch, wake the fuck up. Nah, you dumb as hell. I don't even feel bad for you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, like your brain was just off. Like you can't be this dumb, this low IQ. Like your brain just wasn't working. Like it was actually just off. Like it had to have been shut down. Like there was no other explanation for why the fuck you thought this was a good idea. I made him promise to be there for me, especially as I was carrying the coffin and it would be difficult for me, bro. Not only to the funeral, but 20 minutes he showed up high as fuck. Okay, not only is he late to the funeral by 20 minutes, but he showed up high as fuck, as well as he blazed and started making jokes about he could probably just try to do a line off my mom once she was cremated and toasty. And then 4, he tried doing what he joked about. So he tried snorting a line of your cremated dead mother. I broke up with him a month later. It took a month after that, after he tried to do a line of your dead mother. We need to invent some new type of therapy for you specifically. I don't know what it's going to be called, but like there needs to be some new 3-letter string or something. Okay. Maybe CBT, crazy bitch therapy. Okay. Because what the fuck is wrong with you? I think, is CBT not already the name of one? Oh no, it's DBT. Wait, maybe I don't fucking remember. Anyways. Like, bro, I broke up with him months later because it was an expensive relationship emotionally and financially. I couldn't put up with that anymore, but he did recently message me on Insta, so I don't know. He recently messaged me on Instagram, so I don't know? You still have his Instagram? He's not blocked, yeeted, and deleted? You have 4 instances of this man being fucking crazy. He robbed you. He broke your shit. He disrespected your dead mother. And now you're like, might hit him up though because he texted me. Like, I need to see a picture of this man. Like, no, like this has to be the most attractive person on earth. Because otherwise, what the fuck is wrong with you? You need to be Ryan Reynolds levels of... No, Ryan Reynolds is not hot enough to justify all this shit. The fuck? You need to be like Chris Hemsworth. At least. Even then, this is a lot. I'm sorry. And you need to be rich. And I'm still probably gonna tap out. Like, what? Listen, if you message him, listen, I felt bad the first time, you know. I felt a little bad the second time. I thought you were brain dead the third time. And now I'm questioning if you even have a brain in the last paragraph. So, like, you know, the amount of sympathy and understanding I have for you is completely gone, okay? Wake the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Wake the fuck up, you dumb bitch. You low IQ, unintelligible, uninteresting, prefrontal cortex non-existing, ditzy bitch. Wake up. I'm saying this out of love, okay? Because clearly you don't love yourself, okay? This man is not worth, and no one is worth all of this, actually. Like, respectfully, like, no one is worth it. Like, I'm sorry. For your own good, wake up, stupid. Okay? Come on. Like, you don't have room temperature IQ. You got, like, a subarctic temperature IQ. Like, you have back when there was, like, there was the whole world was frozen. What's that called? Bitch, I don't remember. You have Ice Age levels of IQ. Okay? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, your brain is colder than Elsa, okay? And you quite literally do need to let it go. Let this motherfucker go. Let him go. Nothing about him can be that good. I'm sorry. I need to pee real quick. I'll be back. Un momento. I cannot believe. I cannot believe. This is like, listen, you know what? If you ever feel like you hate yourself, just remember this person exists. And I mean this with love. Because you don't have any for yourself. So I'm trying to wake you up by being as rude as possible because it's a language you can understand. Okay? What the fuck? No, like actually what the fuck? Like what the fuck? He accused me of cheating because I was hanging out with my best friend and my horse. Listen, if he was worried about the horse, you need to be worried about him, okay? Like check his browser history, check everything, bro. Okay? Report him to the feds actually. If he was worried about you being with your horse, what the fuck does that say about him? I mean, that's crazy. He worried about the horse? You need to check his search history. No, his little incognito tabs or something, bro. Like, you know, they need to subpoena whatever ISP he has in court because he doing something illegal. There's no way he worried about your horse. Nah. He's like, how dare you ride anyone except me? Like, like, what do you mean? How dare you deal with another stallion? Like, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Oh my God, bro. No. What? Get the fuck out of here. I actually fell asleep on the phone with him, and then he hung up and left to go call a girl that liked him. I still stayed. At least you put a sad face, because what the fuck is wrong with you? Wake up. Okay, let's start with the story. I was dating this girl. Let's call her A. I had known her for years since we had went to college together back then, and it was going great or whatever. It was pretty normal. One lovely day, I'm walking to her house to give her flowers because it was her birthday, and of course, I would do something respectful and buy her flowers. I walk into the house and saw her making out with her cousin. Okay. I kid you not, I said fuck this shit and walked to the house just because she made out with because she could have made out with anyone, but she decided she wanted to make out with her fucking cousin. So that's the short version of my story. Yo, at least she didn't give you an STD, because if she gave you an STD, you would know that it was from her cousin. Something about getting an STD from like incest would just bother the fuck out of me. Like, what do you mean you cheated on me with your family member and I got a disease? Like, holy shit. Like, no, like that. No, on God, that would ick me the fuck out. Like, I think that makes the STD like 20 times more disrespectful. Like, what you mean I got your cousin's herpes? Like, the fuck? At least have it be a stranger. Like, oh, like, yo. That's crazy, bro. All right, let's watch this. So I went out with a guy when in college based on a friend's recommendation. Okay, should be a safer option, allegedly, maybe kind of, sort of. I later found out that he had paid my friend to recommend him. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Needless to say, I'm not talking to either of them anymore. Good choice. The absolute delight on his face when I shut up with my relator was, what the fuck is a rollator? Word. Something to help you move, I guess. The absolute delight on his face when I shut up with my rollator was insane. It's like he'd been waiting his whole life to meet a disabled person. So obviously I was frightened. At first, he seemed like one of those people who tries to be hard to be an ally. You know, try to be empowering and supportive and shit. Trying to be empowering and supportive and shit. It was only slightly awkward. The conversation shifted to our favorite holidays. I told him mine was Halloween and showed him a picture of me in different costumes in the past. He paused on a picture of me in junior high dressed as a Monster High character and said, "Damn, even in middle school you were hot." Crazy, bro. No, that's crazy. I was silent. He was silent. I was 11 when I took that picture. So at that point, I discreetly texted a friend, not the one who set me up with him, and was going to ask her to come get me. While I waited, we chatted a bit more, and I asked him why he was so interested in my rollator. And his fucking response, "I always wanted to date a disabled girl, so I know how it feels to have someone depend on me." Listen, you want to know what you gotta do? You gotta make him disabled too. Okay, hit him with your car, bitch. Hit him with your car. No, hit him with your fucking car. Okay, have somebody run him over. Okay, stab him in the leg. All right, that way he knows what it feels like to need to depend on somebody. Fuck that motherfucker. Hello, what? We can go leg for leg. We can go limb for limb. I swear to God. So I told my friend to hurry the fuck up and that I would pay for any speeding ticket she might have gotten. Did not care if I pissed him off by leaving. Then later he sent me a dick pic with the caption. He sent me a pic with the caption, "Bet this could get you walking right again." Like the only instance, and I mean the only instance this could be acceptable, this comment, is if y'all have been dating for like 2 years and y'all joke around with each other all the time. Then this would be funny. You know, like, listen, if I had been dating you for years and you made a joke about my illness that was pretty good, okay, but suggestive, I'd let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would, okay? I would think it was hilarious. But I don't know you when you doing this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You got something wrong with you. This motherfucker is crazy. This motherfucker is crazy. Like, I would have to be in a long-term relationship with you, and we'd have to have a bantery relationship for this to ever be even remotely acceptable. That's crazy. Like, imagine someone being like, yeah, I like you because you're disabled. Like, that's weird as fuck. I feel like every disabled person, like, all they want is people to just like not really treat them differently. Like, low key, like, that's it, bro. Like, I don't need you to be like, oh my God, that's so brave of you, or oh my God, I'm so happy you can do this, or oh my God, like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut the fuck up. I don't want any special treatment. I don't want to be treated worse. I just want there to be accommodations when it is required of me. AKA, I need assistance or I need help. I don't want you to like volunteer or try to get your fucking good deed and like jack yourself off with some positivity and make yourself feel like a better person by treating me like different. Like, that's fucking weird. Like, get your little like positive reinforcement that you're not a shitty human being from someone else, bro. Like, the fuck? Are these anonymous? Yeah, these are anonymous. I ended up dating someone whose mother ended up dating my father after we broke up. Time of my life now that I have to see my ex at family gatherings, and also, in fact, she's now related to me. You know, there's an anime about this. And then he still ends up dating the other sister too on top of that, and like falling in love. Did I ever finish that show? I don't even remember. There is, yeah, what's it called again? Oh, it's called like Domestic Girlfriend. Yeah. 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 That shit's crazy. Hi, I watched your stream all the time in 2020. My username was Killa. Wait, that actually does sound kind of familiar. Alexa, this is the account. I had to make a new one. I've watched your streams forever, but I made this account recently and I made sure to follow you. Well, welcome in. Did that anime like low-key end on a cliffhanger though? He gave me a nickname to call me by, and I refused to give me his actual name. And when he did tell me, he would swat at me whenever I would say his name. I would have said the nickname, but the nickname was Taco. Like, imagine going up to people and saying, "This is my boyfriend Taco." I refused to do it. He's like, "Yeah, call me Taco." Like, what the fuck? Like, Taco? Of all the goddamn names, like he's a fucking dog, bro. Like, what? The name Taco is only acceptable in my brain for some like fucking chihuahua you found on the street, okay? Any other thing should not be named Taco except for tacos. Like, respectfully, my boyfriend Taco. Like, the fuck? Hell no. Hell fucking no. Taco is crazy. Like, why would you want to be called Taco too? All right, next one. I used to date a guy who worked as a waiter at a cafe. I went all the time. After seeing each other there for a while, we started dating. And for a couple months, things seemed pretty normal. I would stop by at the cafe regularly and sometimes go over to his apartment. One day, I went in, like in usual, and ordered my normal coffee and glass of water. When he was taking my order, he randomly asked if I wanted him to ditch work so we could go back to his apartment and do something more spicy. I politely declined because he was literally working and it felt weird. Yeah, low-key, same. I'm like, not with stuff like that being spontaneous to me, just like it just freaks me out a little bit. I'm like, bro, like, you need to learn how to control your little hormones, buddy. He went to make my order and came back a few minutes later with the coffee and water, then sat down in the at the employee table like he usually did. After I finished my drink, I started feeling really strange and disoriented, but at the time I didn't understand why. Next thing I clearly remember is being in his apartment and being completely confused how I got there. After a month later, I found out I was pregnant. I ended up having to terminate the pregnancy and completely ghosted him after that. What makes it even more surreal is now he has a girlfriend and a child. Uh, so like, did you call the police? Did you file a report? Did you press charges? Like, I feel like you probably should have if you didn't. What the fuck? Like, this ain't even a stream confession. This is like a you need to call the police. Tell his new girl. Like, what? When my grandma died and I was upset about it, he started crying up that his uncle died 7 months before, so I had to force myself to suck it up and comfort him. Yeah, what the fuck? I love that this person just said couldn't read the room. Neither could you, because this says horror stories, not red flags. Uh, I read this. I feel like this is very long and not much happened. It's like less of a dating story, more of a situationship story from a few years back. I had a group of about 4 friends who all lived in the same state, just anywhere between 2 to 7 hour drive away from each other. It's a big state, and 2 of them were dating, whereas me and the other were both single, chilling about being single. At some point, they kind of had a messy breakup, and only one of them stayed in the friend group, who I was closer to anyways. A few weeks later, this girl, the one who left, starts talking to me more. I'm usually pretty friendly with people, and I didn't hate her. She didn't do anything morally wrong to my friend, so I was still in loose contact with her, but I mean, I'm an easy motherfucker and have a bad bitch. Let's take advantage of me before. So she started flirting with me and I wouldn't stop it. It kept escalating. So you were flirting with your friend's ex-girlfriend. Okay. It kept escalating and she would text me all the time, calling me or making memes about wanting her attention. She would often call me drunk, high, or on some other shit and rant and complain to me about stuff. She got jealous about my friend, about any friend of mine, and was really possessive, but we weren't together, nor did we want to be together. I should have stopped all this. Like I said, I'm a weak dumbass, and she rode a motorbike and was a scene girly. We never technically had blank, but I got to the point where we would jerk each other off. I knew I was a rebound after my friend that I was high-key evil for this, but look, I was younger, man. I had no sense of boundaries or respect. Anyways, at some point, I was like, hey, you're threatening my friends and getting really scary and you need to chill. And also, you're always high and I'm not on that kind of level. She tweaked out and blocked me. I still feel bad about it because I'm not innocent, but I definitely let her use me at the time. Months later, I get a friend request from a new account, and she's like, "Hey, I know it was kind of crazy, but I'm not as much now. And I understand if you don't want to contact me anymore, but I want to tell you I've changed." Like, no, bitch. You still text me. You're crazy. I forgave her the things she said to me, and we are friends again, except she got an evil ass boyfriend who made her block anyone she was ever somewhat involved with. So I was like, all right, because I knew the relationship wouldn't last long, because that's what happened with the girlfriend she had before. And lo and behold, she unblocked me. Was like, okay, we broke up. We can be friends now. And I was like, girl, you messy, but that's okay. Anyways, happy ending. We don't really talk on X anymore, but we follow each other on social media still. Y'all just dysfunctional. What? He ended up taking an L in a 2-man where he got stuck with made Jabba look like Prime Sofia Vergara, and he had receipts. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I was at a pizza place and I was with my ex, and he was my boyfriend, and some old granny said to me to keep my legs closed because she would feel sorry for the kid if I ever had one. Like, she wasn't going to the nursing home. Old people scare me. Quinn would know since he fits into that category. Whatever the fuck that means. I met my ex in high school, and when we started dating, he confessed something that should have been my first red flag. He told me he had feelings for me for almost 2 years while he was still dating his girlfriend at the time. That girlfriend is now a lesbian, which honestly makes this whole situation more ironic because, sis, I was thinking of actually giving up on guys after him too, not gonna lie. Anyway, we ended up dating for about a year, and during that time, he had become incredibly controlling. He didn't like me going out with my friends, constantly told me how I shouldn't dress, and basically tried to control what I did. Meanwhile, he was out clubbing with his friends almost every night. The double standard was insane. Eventually, I got tired of it and decided I wanted to end the relationship. I told him I was done and I couldn't deal with it anymore. Then New Year's came around. Right when I was trying to break things off, he suddenly proposed to me. What? I'm pretty sure it was just a desperate attempt to stop me from leaving. Obviously, I said no and anything's for good, but that wasn't the end of it. After the breakup, he started stalking me. He would drive past my house over and over again and just sit outside sometimes. It got really creepy really fast. Safe to say, that relationship is my biggest dating horror story, and I'm very glad I got out of it when I did. Yo, if anyone tries to like fix a relationship problem with a baby or a proposal, just break up with them, bro. I think some of the dumbest people and the easiest litmus test on human intelligence is one of two things, okay? There's a problem in the relationship and they're like, let's have a baby so we can bond over something. No, bitch. Y'all need a breakup. You don't need 18 years where y'all have to be together or have to be around each other. You do not need that shit. You don't need to traumatize this random innocent being. Like, anyone that thinks having a baby will fix problems has to be one of the dumbest, most low IQ people on the planet. Like, now y'all got relationship problems and a kid. Like, the fuck? Like, the kid's not gonna fix the problems. If anything, I feel like children exacerbate existing issues. But some people, like, dead ass believe that fixes things. I'm like, you're a fucking moron. Same with proposing. You treat me, you've been treating me so wrong. So now that you want to marry me, I'm supposed to act like anything is different. Like, what does that change? How's having less even less money solve any? That's what I'm saying. Okay, this seems juicy. Because this the opening line is, so this is where I'm grateful for learning how to swim. Like, damn, bitch, did he try to drown you? The fuck? All right, no, this is about to be crazy. I usually date online because a lot of crazy shit happens IRL, but my friends pushed me to try something new for once. So they set me up with a guy from their workplace. I was all right with it because I trusted their sense of judgment. So we went on our first date. He was genuinely cute and it was actually went okay. He seemed very prepared for everything and he was sweet. We went out to eat, we went to the movies, and then we went to an arcade. Oh, wait, that sounds kind of fun, actually. Those are the places we agreed on to go to. But he had told me he loved fishing and that he and his family went to go fish on weekends. He then asked if I wanted to check it out a few times, and I was like, sure. So at night, you went to a pond? A lake? Survival skills are 0, gang. I'm sorry. Like, what? Why you know? Why you take me to a body of water in the darkness? We get there. The scenery is nice, but straight out of a horror movie. Full moon plus tall trees surrounding the lake. It was cold, so I grabbed my jacket from the car and we sat on a bench as we huddled up and I listened to him talk about his interests. Then the topic shifted. He started talking about his exes and how much he hated them. And mind you, I was just happily listening to this guy rant about his hobbies and interests. But I didn't even notice how it got to the exes. He started to sound angry, so I sat up trying to comfort him, but suddenly he got up and started walking towards the lake. I'm following him because I'm like, what the fuck is he about to do? He's taking off his shoes and then grabs my hand, telling me to do the same. But it's cold as shit outside and I don't want no cold. So I told him, it's too cold. I'm not going in the water if that's what you're thinking. I see him getting more upset and he's telling me he just needs to cool off and needs me by his side, saying I calm him down and that I was the first date he's had who's something I wasn't listening because I walked away. Okay. He then grabs me as I'm walking to the car and starts walking me to the lake. And I'm scared because I feel like he was going to drown me or something. We then get in the water and I start clinging to him because it's ice fucking cold. And the dipshit acts like it's calming while I'm screaming about how it's cold. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like some dude woman shit. Listen, I've done shit like, okay, well, I've been on a date where we went to like a spring at night. Wait, maybe I sound crazy. But it's like a very popular thing to do at night in this area. And like there are lifeguards there. And like other people and like lights and shit and like people doing backflips on a diving board at like, you know, 10 p.m. which low-key I did too. Yo, the day I went on, they were too scared to jump off the diving board. I'm like, this was your fucking idea. They were all in the water like, I'm cold. I'm like, this was your idea and you're the one acting like a baby. Like, what the fuck? I was dead chilling in the cold water. So anyways, back to this. This motherfucker starts treating it like it's sunny outside and we're at the pool or something. I lied and told him I couldn't swim when I have been and had 8 years of swimming lessons and being on a team. Not anymore though, since I moved states. He dropped me trying to be funny or whatever, but I swim away from him and to the shore. And he starts swimming after me. And I told him when I got out, the date is over and I'm going home. He gets mad and says I lied to him about the swimming and he felt like I lied about more stuff, but I was already walking down the trail and calling my friends to pick me up and that date was ass. And that the date was ass. But deep down, I was scared. But outside, I was pissed. I got picked up and he's trying to call my phone, but I blocked him. Luckily, he doesn't know where I live nor where my friends live, but I don't have to see bro again. Hi, Evan.
Hi, waving hand emoji.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. This story isn't as bad as I thought. But like, okay. I think if the guy was being calm and cute, this would have been fine. But him being angry is what makes it like concerning. Because if you're angry and we're by the water, like that's scary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're just angry in general and it's the first time I'm meeting you and we're on a date, that's fucking odd. Like, why are you mad as fuck on a first date? Like what could possibly be pissing you off that much? Near a body of water at night, like that would be freaking me out. Like that's creepy. That's creepy as hell. And also if your temperament is that bad the first time I'm meeting you, that's also a red flag. But like, if he was like calm the whole time and this played out pretty similarly, I would think it was kind of like normally or cute. But like the way this played out because he was angry, forcing you to go in the water, like, I don't know, weird. But if he was like, oh my God, come in. No, it's cold. Come on, don't be a baby. Okay. And then like, you know, you're clinging to him because you're freezing and he's calm. Like that's like some movie shit, you know, like some cute movie shit. But because he was angry and like, he needed to get in the water to cool off, like, bro, that's weird. Like, that's scary. Like that, like, I feel like he was trying to do the movie shit, but he was angry as fuck at the same time. Like, why? Like, you cannot try to do some cutesy movie shit while acting like a serial killer. Like, it's just not gonna work, bro. Like, no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Cause you just seem like a serial killer. Like, the movie cutesy shit goes out the window. Like, you just seem like you're trying to drown somebody. Like, what? Also, him letting go of you when you say you don't know how to swim is also kind of crazy, too. Like, that's kind of a red flag. Like, what? Yeah, you can't swim. Let me let go of you. Sir. What? Like, that's actually wild. Even if it was like a joke, he doesn't know you like that. So he shouldn't be messing around with you like that. Cause like you fuck around in a situation like this and the person can't swim, like they're dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anyone that temperament gets mad about their ex on a first date and they like can't be like, why are you mad about your ex on a first date? That's so weird. Especially if it was going fine. Like, I've been on dates and we've talked about people we've dated in the past or like crazy first date stories on the date, but like never getting mad at their ex or anything. Like, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. I was in a friend group. We were role players. We were role playing a family. I had a wife, 6 brothers, and one of my brothers was dating one of my supposed wife's friends. Are, are we are, are we being dead ass? No. Get the fuck out. No. I don't want to hear anymore. No. Role playing a family. Fuck out of here, bro. I'll let you role play some sense. This takes place when I was in school in Japan. I was talking to this one girl. We can call her Yuki. At first, Yuki and me were just talking, just getting to know each other, and we gradually became friends. After the first semester of our school year, she asked me out after a graduation ceremony. Me feeling the same way about her, I said yes. Our relationship was steady, calm, and wholesome. We went on dates during summer vacation. I took her on a trip to Korea. She met some of my family members living there, and they all loved her. Basically, every family member she met, they loved her instantly, saying she's so pure and mature and just spoiling her with compliments and everything. As everyone knows, summer vacation ends eventually. It was the last day of summer, and I went to bed early, around 0400. What the fuck? 4 o'clock? I get a call from Yuki. obviously picked up and she said she wants to get closer and that she had a nightmare and that I left her and never spoke to her again. And she sounded like she was panicking. So I told her to breathe and the call probably lasted 2 hours. So she had a nightmare that you broke up with her and freaked out about it. Am I heartless or what? Like, because I would low-key kind of be like, get over yourself. Like, what do you mean you had a nightmare that I broke up with you, so you're going to call me in the middle of the night and freak out as if it's like a real thing that's happening? Like, do I just lack empathy or is like that just like very not normal? Even if it feels real, like, I guess maybe, but I don't know. When school returned, she started getting more clingy and not letting me hang out with my friends, didn't let me hang out or even talk to the female friends I had, which one was a childhood friend. And every time I did, she just would glare at the girls and the guys. It even got to a point that she made a voodoo doll of me that somehow had my hair on it. And I noticed things of mine going missing as well. Yuki just became this overly protective person that just had a doll of me in her bag and showed it off to my friends and they started getting freaked out too. I lost some friends because of her. Bitch, if your girlfriend had a voodoo doll, I would cut you off too. What you mean? Like, next thing you know, she gonna voodoo my ass. I being myself couldn't let that continue, so I spoke to her and Yuki just burst into rage saying stuff like, I wouldn't be like this if you just paid attention to me and not talk to others, or I'm just doing this to show your friends how much you mean to me and that we belong together. I got freaked out myself, getting straight to the point. I ended up where I had to place a restraining order on her and her being admitted to a mental hospital. Ever since then, I have never been in a relationship and have just been by myself. Damn, she went the wholesome to crazy route. Yo, you gotta make sure she doesn't have that doll though. That's what I'm saying. You gotta rob her, steal the doll from her, bro. If she still has that doll, it might be up for you. It might be up for you. Yo, if anyone makes a voodoo doll of me, I'm burning that shit and breaking up with them immediately. Like, what the fuck? A voodoo doll? Yeah, no. You're gonna burn yourself? Wait, if you burn a voodoo doll, it's not gonna burn me. I don't believe in that shit. I take the hair off first, though. You know what I'm saying? How do you just discard of a voodoo doll, actually? Is it like a sealing jutsu? I don't really believe in that shit anyways. I met a guy online when I was 17. We were both just friends and in the same circle before. At this point of time, I was already talking with someone, but it wasn't going well, and that person never really gave me assurance, so I dumped the guy. I then told my friends I'll call this guy Y from now on. So Y and my friends all seem mad about the guy. They all confronted me, and mostly normal friends supporting stuff. After that, Y decided to talk to me alone. And from that point on, we became close. After a few months, we started dating. So I always had the greatest time talking to him. We were always on VC, talking about our days, sharing tea that went on about and such. We acted like friends in front of our friends, as if nothing was going on between us. We didn't want them to pester us too much about it. 2 months into dating, we were still going, still hidden from the public. Y'all saying that like he was a celebrity. But then on a random Saturday, just right after I got off school, he called me, wanted to talk, so we did. And he tilted me. He told me every damn thing. Apparently, he was already in a 2-year relationship, already had a daughter, lied about his age. I became a damn third party and a fool. I dumped him then and there, and this guy thought audacity to add me in a group chat with his baby mama. And his baby mama exploded at him, explaining to him that this is the third time he did this. After that, she exploded at me, accusing me of things, calling me a bunch of words. I don't know if I can add here because it's bad. Then proceeded to talk shit about me as if she knew me. And then after that, I blocked everything and everyone and never really got into dating. Like, how you cheating on Discord, bro? Like, how you cheating on Discord, bro? Like, something about that don't sit right with my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cheating on Discord. Don't let Sergio find out about that. You're gonna be in a UDY episode. Will it eat kitten cheat while he's on Fortnite? No, that's crazy. That's fucking. He cheated on me and I emotionally hurt him, so I'm the horror villain. Y'all both are. When I was 16, I went on Tinder. All right, well, I'm done reading that shit. Why? That's what we're saying. Well, I almost got something put in my drink. Crazy. I met him in high school and we haven't broken up since. This isn't a horror story. I'm just flexing and maybe getting some hope. Getting tomato stone at me in the chat. Free food in this economy. Bless you, single people by choice or not. Damn, wait, there's someone made it work, guys. We're not hopeless. Or some shit. One time me and my boyfriend were on a date and it was my birthday. It was supposed to be a happy day for me and him since we were together without anybody else bothering us. At least that was the plan, because tell me why when we showed up to the restaurant, his ex-girlfriend, who hated my guts by the way, showed up and started clinging onto my boyfriend like they were still dating. And tell me why she decided that she wanted to get out so they can have a date. Of course my boyfriend said no, and when he said no, she decided to throw a tantrum, pulled my hair, and tried to beat me up because I was stealing her man from me being me. Well, hold on. What? Me being me, I pulled her hair and smacked her. This shit went on for about an hour, I think, because then the police showed up and arrested her. Because my boyfriend called the police on her now. She's in jail for assault and harassment. The scary part is she broke out of jail recently, and I'm too scared to leave the house and she's free. You just made that entire fucking thing up, didn't you? That's what I'm saying. She didn't even bring a gift. Rude. So I'm reading this to see if it's would be worth reading. I don't understand. It's true. I was the jail. What? What? So did you give birth to this woman? Read it. This one doesn't seem that interesting
Read
though.
it. I'm curious about that one.
Like, it doesn't really make sense. Almost a year ago, I was in a long distance 8-hour difference relationship with this guy. We're gonna call him X. So X and I had our on and offs with our relationship. Issues worth not spending enough time together, him prioritizing his gaming friends over me, and me overthinking our relationship, etc. The usual. Halfway through a relationship, he decided to fly over and visit me. It was great, a lot of fun, but once he left, everything went back to normal, if not worse. He made the conclusion that, oh, I physically spent time with you for a week, so yeah, I'm gonna spend a whole month gaming and calling my friends because they miss me. Side note, I understand that there should be a balance spent between friends and significant other, but the imbalance is what really bothered me. We'd call him maybe once a week, but this isn't because he's busy or running errands. It's because he's being calls with his friends playing League or whatever. Anyways, after you left, things got really bad. We almost broke up, but he decided to make me stay by telling me I'll visit you again. So 1 year into our relationship, I was barely managing with our relationship. My love language could not be reciprocated and it was suffocating. We had different ways of expressing affection. And I just thought, you know, you exist is enough for me, but I wanted more attention. We were already long distance. Okay, so I did suggest breaking up a week or two prior to his visit, but he managed to convince me to stay. So I did. 4 to 5 days before his flight, he asked me to tell my mom to tell her that he was going to stay at a different hotel from the one I told her about. Essentially, he wanted me to go to lie to her. The one thing he hated me doing. That was a huge red flag for me. I asked him why. He responded with, I don't know, what if she gets me arrested? I was like, huh? Arrested? What could he possibly do that would get him arrested? Flying over to the city as a tourist? I got super confused and scared because what the hell are you implying that you might get arrested? And you want to avoid that by not telling my mother where I am and have no way of finding me in case of urgency? Yeah, I had to immediately tell my mom and you can guess what happened. Like, that's it. Yeah, that's why I said it's not worth it. I skimmed it. It looked ass. I didn't even understand what you said. Like, I didn't even understand why he would have gotten arrested. Like, you don't even know why he got arrested? I got broken up with, cheated on, and ghosted on by 3 different people in the span of a year. Type shit. I showed up to a day and the guy was there with his mom. She looked me up and down and said, let's go. Go where? Hell? I just know. I just know. This was some like cultural thing that just was lost in translation. I just know it was. I know it fucking was. I know it fucking was. I know this gotta be mad normal where they're from. And it's mad crazy where you're from. Nah, that's fucking hell fucking no. He brought his mama? Bro, no. No. Only way you bring your mom on a first date is if like y'all billionaires and you trying to assess and like it's some arranged situation. But like otherwise, this does not make sense to me. Like the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna just skim through the rest of these. If anyone seems interesting, I'll read it. Eh. Then he started stealing my fries. I never dated before. Listen, honestly, with all the stuff we've read, 5th grade, I do not care. She made out with him on a park bench. This just looks like you ranting about dumb shit. Not my story, but basically my friend's uncle is a zoophile. He really likes zoos. That's not what the fuck that means. Wait, this one's good. I went on a blind date with a guy my friend was friends with. We went to a cafe. When we were drinking our drinks, we talked like on a date, right? Bro, I swear to God, why did he shit mid-conversation? Oh my God, he even started crying. I felt so bad. I got up to help him clean up as best as I could. But the second he walked to the bathroom, I paid for the drinks, gave the waiter a $50 tip, and got out. I blocked him on Instagram the second I got home. I'm actually never going on another blind date again. That was horrible. It was like 2 months ago back in January. You helping him with the shit cleanup is crazy. I had this exact thing happen to me, except the bitch threw up. Like, she literally threw up mid-conversation on the date. Like, exact same scenario. And then they got up to go to the bathroom. Like, the exact same thing happened. I feel you. I feel you. We're locked in, a stranger. That's a shitty day. Literally. Bro, that's crazy. No, this exact thing happened, except they threw up on me. Actually, you're better than me. You left after that. I didn't leave. I felt bad. I felt bad leaving because they threw up. Maybe if they shot themselves, I would have left. But throwing up, I was like, damn. I was like, we're either going to get married or I'm never going to talk to you again. I never talked to them again. You know what? I think that's a good one to end it on. Why don't you answer the question? I've answered this question like 40 times, bro. Where you been? Where you been, huh? Where you been? Yeah, no, there's literally a girl that one time threw up on me on a date, bro. And like, when it happened, I was like, I didn't know what to do, bro. I literally sat there and I looked around like I was looking for an adult. We were at an Italian restaurant. I was looking right. I was looking left. Like, I didn't even feel like I was qualified to be old enough to deal with the situation. She got up, went to the bathroom. I switched tables and I continued the date, okay? And just because I felt bad. But that's not the worst part, okay? The worst part is after the date, after they came back to the table, cleaned up, their mouth, finished the date, they had the audacity, the gall, the nerve to try and kiss me with their throw up mouth. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell fucking no. Like, listen, throwing up, you know what? Shit happens, okay? You trying to kiss me afterward, that's a choice. That's a choice, and that's a horrible one. So, that's what happened to me. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm done reading these. I feel like we got some good ones. Wait. Oh, I was like, why the fuck? I was hella confused. I was seeing ones I already saw. But Vomit is gonna be one of the regulars supposed to be on stream at this point. Bro, that shit's crazy. All right, you dated your stepbrother and you have the audacity to put the 6'7" as a dating horror story. Like, at least be honest about your horrors. Okay? That's not the horror that you still think it is. Your stepbrother is the horror. All right? Like, let's be honest. Also, Beckside, thanks for the 1,000 bitolis. Appreciate it. And DC Legendary for the 2 months. I think I already said that, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. My apologies, bro. My apologies if I didn't say it earlier. It still says you're here, though. But thank you, DC, for the 2 months, bro. I appreciate you, bro. My most normie viewer ever. On God. Bro has a Green Bay Packers flag in his room. Like, we got dude bros that watch the stream. Who would have thunk it? All right, anyways, I'm gonna go. This was fun. Sorry, my energy was a little low. I wasn't really feeling too good. Maybe next time I do this, I'll do call-ins. I just feel like a lot of people don't do call-ins because they are scared to embarrass themselves. So that's why I was like, oh, I'll do it anonymously. I still can't get over the one where they were like mid-act and bro's like, I have to stop. It's Ramadan. Bro said, not now. It's Ramadan. He's a man of principle, at least. I mean, the religion that follows Ramadan, there's also like the no sex before marriage thing is like an even bigger deal in that culture, I'm pretty sure. So, but so they don't really follow it to a T. Anyways, yeah, I'll see y'all. Not tomorrow because I'm going home for doctor's appointments, and then I'm not gonna be here, so I won't have a way to stream. But I'll be back on Wednesday. I should be back on Wednesday. I don't know what time I'll be back on Wednesday, so if I can't stream on Wednesday, I apologize, but I think I should be able to. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And thank God for we made it past the sub goal. We're out the gulag. Yippee. Why do you have a sub goal? Just so people know I'm broke. You know? See, look, now it's bigger. No, but yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Or not tomorrow, Wednesday. I won't see y'all tomorrow. There will be no me tomorrow, but I will see y'all after tomorrow. So Wednesday, all right? Y'all have a good one. Adios. Have a good night. I'll enjoy tomorrow then. Thanks. Yo, fuck. No. Fuck you. Bro, so you're not gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy that shit. Yo, you bitch ass motherfucker. All right, fine. Be that way. It's okay. Enjoy your day off from me. I'll enjoy my day off too, from you specifically.